Okay, so now we're making a restaurant-style teriyaki sauce, and that's going to go along with the vegetables that I'm going to make. I'm going to use a combo of canned sliced chestnuts, canned baby corn because I love baby corn, and broccoli florets because I know my son Alex really loves broccoli, and that's one vegetable that I can get him to eat, so I'm going to incorporate that definitely into tonight's dinner. And that vegetable medley is going to accompany my broccoli slaw salad. So I'm going to actually have a little bit more broccoli hidden in the form of a salad, served with a Japanese steakhouse style ginger dressing, and a pineapple chicken stir fry, which is going to be the main event. And that's going to have onions and peppers in it. So I did 2 other videos for the dressing and the pineapple stir fry. You can check those out. But this is going to be my teriyaki sauce that's going to be served along top my vegetable medley. So my ingredients right now for this teriyaki sauce are pretty simple and pretty easy. I've got brown sugar, garlic powder, cornstarch, and that's going to be our thickening agent to thicken the sauce up, honey, ground ginger, low sodium soy sauce, and water. I have 1 cup of water and 1/4 cup of water. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add all of this to our pan, our saucepan, which I have already set up right here. We're going to stir everything except for the 1/4 cup of water and the 2 tablespoons of cornstarch that we're going to use at the end. I'm going to pretty much just throw everything else in here and whisk everything together. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the 1 cup of water. I'm going to do my liquids first. This is 1/4 cup of the low sodium soy sauce. In goes my honey. This is what the spatula is good for because that honey is just sticky. Give that a little mixy poo. I'm going to put my half teaspoon of ground ginger in there. My 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And my 5 packed tablespoons of brown sugar. It's really important to use packed brown sugar. What does that mean? That means when you're measuring it out, pack it down into the measuring cup or the measuring spoon. Don't leave it all fluffy. It does make a difference because obviously if you pack it, you're getting more into the cup or the spoon than if you're leaving it loose. So you want 5 tablespoons of packed sugar. So I'm just going to use this is my little baby whisk. Isn't it so cute? I like it to do my little sauce pot with. So we're going to heat this through until it starts to thicken up a little bit. And then in this is my extra water. This is my cold cup of water. It's a 1/4 cup of cold water. So while that finishes heating up, I'm going to start whisking it into my 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. So here's my cornstarch and here's my water, and I'm just going to start whisking it and start adding it all at the same time. And then this will help thicken up our teriyaki sauce because you know that's a pretty thick sauce also. You don't want to add the cornstarch straight to the sauce because a lot of times, especially if something's hot, the flour or the cornstarch will just start to clump and thicken together, and then you have to work doubly hard to get the clumps out of the sauce, and nobody likes to see those white clumps in gravy or sauce. So it's easier to mix it in a little bit of water or something first, and then whisk it or stir it into the rest of your sauce. So this is pretty whisked and ready to go. I'm pretty fine with that. Oh, there's no lumps. You don't really see any of the white starchy powder anymore. So I'm going to wait till my sauce is heated up a little bit more, and I'm going to just slowly add this in until it starts to thicken up. And then once that's all done, we're going to just add it right on top of my boiled broccoli and canned water chestnuts that are pre-sliced and my baby corn. And then that'll be good to go, and I can serve that right alongside the rest of my Asian-inspired dinner menu tonight. Okay, so here's my heated up sauce. It's pretty heated through, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add my my cornstarch to the sauce to thicken it up, and we're gonna just whisk and add it at the same time, little by little, because we want it completely incorporated. So you might not have to use the whole quarter cup and 2 tablespoons of thickening mixture, that's the starch in the water. It's easier to add it a little at a time than to add the whole thing and then try to correct it because it's too thick. And then as this cooks a little bit more, you'll start to see it thicken and thicken and thicken. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more. And what I think I'm going to do, just to be a little bit fancy, is I think I'm going to throw a couple sesame seeds in the oven and just give them a nice little toasting up. This way, when my vegetables are done boiling and I add my teriyaki sauce to my vegetables, I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle the vegetables with the sesame seeds just to add a nice little nutty, toasty, crunchiness to the dish. So I'm not thickened yet, but the most important thing is that I don't have any of those ugly, annoying white clumps that sometimes you can get from adding cornstarch or flour to thicken up. So we did a pretty good job at mixing it up with the water beforehand. And I'm going to add the rest of my mixture. And then we're just going to keep mixing this until it thickens up. Okay, so I got my lightly toasted sesame seeds. It's a combo of black and regular white sesame seeds, and I just put them in the oven at 350 for a few minutes just till I saw that the white ones are turning a little golden brown. And I'm just going to sprinkle them on top of my vegetables just for a little extra oomph. And there we go. We're ready to mange.